Now, I will explain through this 15.2 demo how to import Metricsys package and use the elements in that, use the classes in that. Here one thing you must remember, as I explained to you already, this is the Jack directory. All Java, all clear programs I am working out here. In this I have created this subdirectory. Now in this context, what we call package, Metricsys package. In this 5 classes we have defined, their class files are here. This point you must remember. Okay. Thereafter, now this program, whatever program I have written, assume that I have written in Jack directory only. So, then in order to utilize these classes in your program, what should we do? Now, import statement you have to write. Import Metricsys dot star semicolon. Actually, in this context, one very important point I have to tell you. You want to use only cube class, then you write Metricsys dot cube, that is enough. If you want to use only linear class, Metricsys dot linear you can use, that is enough. But you want to use all the classes in the Metricsys, sometimes you may not have clarity at the time of this, thereafter you may use that. So, to have free hand, then you can use the wildcard. What is the meaning of that? Whatever classes every time I am using classes only, you must understand that in other context, class or any other reference type, that you have to understand. There is always implication, because every time I cannot tell you all the 5 names. That is why every time, for the sake of simplicity, I am using class. So, in this case only classes are there in Metricsys. So, my intention is to use the services of all the 5 classes. Then I want to demonstrate that. This one class I have defined, and this is named as package demo, and main I have defined. Thereafter, you know that there are 5 classes in the Metricsys package: linear, square, cube, capacity and weight. Now, I am creating 5 objects A, B, C, D, E. This you know very much. Now, how to use those elements? Now you see, first one, kilometers to mile. That value I want to write. Already you must recall that we have defined this constant there. This is linear km to mile, that we have written, that I am calling A dot, this constant I am calling. As a result of that, because as it is written in SOP statement, that is printed. Thereafter, square. Now SOP, square kilometers to square mile. Now B, SKM to SML, square mile. Then as a result of that, that value is printed. Next, one more element also I have written in the square. What is that? One formula I have written. Then B dot formula demo I am writing, then that is printed. Next thing, cube class, cubic meter to cubic yard. Then that formula C dot, now we see cube C dot CMTR to C yard, that I have written, that is printed. Thereafter, one formula also I have written for cube. Then C dot formula demo I am writing. As a result of this call, that formula is printed. Thereafter, finally, this liter to gallon, this is D, and D, that is capacity, D dot liter to gallon we are writing, that value is printed. Finally, finally that is weight kg to pound, then E, here is the E dot kg to pound, you have written that value is printed. Of course, this problem is this program very simple, but why I have given this, you must understand the procedure very clearly. And one more point I have to tell you, now this program is written here in Jack, that is why Metricsys dot star is enough. Suppose outside the Jack, if you are doing, what you have to additionally do? Jack. The same hierarchy already in the first concept, introductory concept itself, I tell you, directory structure and package structure are alike, then you have to write like this. And one more thing, without writing import statement, can you use either these constants or methods? You may get it out. It is possible, but in that case you have to write a fully qualified name. Fully qualified name means, just for example, you are not writing, assume that you are not writing import statement of Metricsys. Then in order to represent this value, what you have to do? You have to write the fully qualified name. What is the fully qualified name? Jack dot Metricsys, Jack dot Metricsys dot linear dot km to mile. That is fully qualified name. Complete thing we are telling. Jack, within the Jack directory, Metricsys directory is there. Here in this context we are calling it a package. Within Metricsys, what is there? Linear class is there. Linear class is there. Within the linear class, one constant is defined, that is km to mile, then you write. That is called fully qualified name. That is a fully qualified name is like your address, Dr. Manohar, flat number 101, Galaxy apartment, street number 10, Rajajinagar, Bangalore, Karnataka, India, like that. Entire thing you write in a hierarchy, then that is called fully qualified name. So in this case also, without using import statement, you can write fully qualified names, but the problem is it is too lengthy. It is too lengthy. Number one, it is error prone. That means obviously, because while writing bigger names and all that, you commit errors, and uppercase, lowercase are there and all that. Even a small typo leads to an error. That is why always you have to find out the most convenient ways. This is the most convenient way. By studying this program and previous one, that is 15.1, creating package, user defined package, and importing user defined package and using the elements of the package. This is the program. If you study these two programs thoroughly, you will be perfect over that. One thing I am telling you, whatever I explain through concepts or demos, just you try to understand meticulously. Thereafter you write your own demo. If you think there are numerous examples, make it as a habit and you write your own thing, then you can find some lapses or some points which I might not cover. So you can grasp that. For a prospective programmer, good programmer, this should be the habit. You should not just simply hearing my lecture or seeing my program should not satisfy. You work out, first work out my program, thereafter similar type of program with all variants you write, and one time you crystallize the knowledge. Now it is like a tool in our armory, and hereafter, so far we are not writing package statements, only some import statements we are writing. Hereafter, you write package statements, thereafter you write import statements, and by that you can crystallize your knowledge.